Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Justin. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I use tarot as well as various other means to channel messages and provide guidance. Today I am at my friend's house. I'm dog sitting for him, so that's why I'm in a different location. And you might see Tucker, the beagle, his dog, on screen at some point. So he's just chilling next to me. So yeah. Um, I pulled some oracle cards for you before I got started with this reading. This reading is going to be for the next 3 months, so till the end of November. If you happen to see this after I post it or later date, it can apply for the next 3 months after you see it. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But as I was pulling oracle cards to kind of get a theme for the next few months, the first one that came out was the one, which talks about living in unison with um, like the infinite, like spirit, like the all, living in unison with your higher self, which is like a just a higher aspect of everything that is. Um, and then the sustainer, which talks about just maintaining um, discipline, keeping things going, keeping your heart going. And then I found it interesting. It talks about when you are in dark aspects of these ideas. Um, light aspect of the one is loving, accepting, and feeling resonating with things, serving others. But when you're in dark, you exclude, omit, and ignore things, which if you exclude and ignore things and omit things, this leads to the dark aspect of the sustainer, which is feeling resentful, trapped, tired, and overworked. That's something I actually resonated with. Because with my whole being sober, I kind of isolated a lot just to stay away from people because it was a lot easier than being triggered by people and places and things. But this kind of led me to feeling trapped and alone and almost resentful towards myself more than anything. But even just the idea of finally being okay with allowing myself to get out there more, even just the idea of being okay with it, like made it things feel a lot better for me and more open and receptive and like just able to allow love into my heart and more abundant generosity. So, yeah, that is what I got from that. And then another theme for you for the next 3 months is going to be worthiness. So, anytime I see worthy, um, or anytime I see the number 35, I think of worthy. Um, it came up in a previous reading. So, anytime you see the number 35, just let it be a reminder of how worthy you are and that you are worthy. So this card says, change me, divine beloved, into one who knows my own worth. Let me feel entitled to speak my truth with love. May I know that I deserve to be surrounded by those who value me. So that'll be important to remember going forward these next few months. And then sometime in the next few months, you could be meeting a soulmate. A soulmate could be coming back into the picture. You could be realizing someone's a soulmate. You could just be kind of having this connection sometime over the next few months. This says, allow me, divine beloved, to trust that the perfect person has already been selected. In the right place and time we shall meet. For you know every true desire of my heart. May I only wish for what you wish for me. This is the idea of trusting in the one, the all, the infinite, everything that is. Whatever that means for you, if it's God, awesome. If it's just, everything, or like a higher power, whatever it is for you. It's important to have some kind of connection with the world and everything around us. So I have four tarot decks I'm going to pull for, one for each month going forward. The first will be for the rest of August and your current energy, just see what's going on with you. So, Spirit, what is going on with Sagittarius? So, you could have a fixed sign in your life you have a connection with, or you had a connection with. Could have been someone on your mind. Um, you could be completing a cycle, or you could have completed a cycle recently in the past, or just be feeling like you are completing a cycle. So the fixed signs are Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. So you could be searching for truth in your mind space. You could be working through a painful ending. I pulled it from the bottom of the deck. I just felt guided to. Usually when something comes from the bottom of the deck, it's something you're working through or moving through. So you could be finally moving past some kind of emotional ending, some kind of heartbreak, some kind of painful situation. And you could be feeling justified um, with whatever the situation is. In your heart space, you feel like you got what was deserved. Maybe they got what they deserved, or you felt like you got what you deserved out of it. You just feel like there's some kind of balance. And then I was already thinking with the Ace of Swords being on the top, that like you're kind of working towards kind of becoming your own like emperor in a sense with the crown being on top. But you also have the sword on the bottom of the Justice card pointing up as well as those swords on the Three of Swords. So I just feel like this is just like you're moving up in the world with this balance, truth, and clarity. Yeah, so that'll be a theme for the rest of this month. And then for September, what is going on for Sagittarius? So you could be letting go of some more toxic energies, or you could be dealing with some more toxic energies coming in from the outside. But I think you will have the ability to kind of just push them to the side and not really let them affect you. Then going into September, this emotional ending is going to be something that you're going to start to process more in your mental space. A lot of times when we go through healing after the fact, we start to rationalize and process things. It takes a while sometimes, but even just the process of processing can lead to healing and understanding. And I think as you do this, you're going to actually start to feel more complete because you got the world card and your center card again. And in your heart space, you're going to finally be pulling out those things that felt like stabs in the back before with the Ten of Swords in reverse. you're going to be finally letting go of some traumas or just healing in general. So that's definitely very good. And then for October, what is going to be going on for Sagittarius? Sorry if the cards are kind of loud. Different setup for me, so. So October, you could be feeling more empowered, especially in your mental space. Be feeling more self-sufficient, like you're able to tackle things a lot easier. So this could lead to excitement, motivation, and then you might have a connection going on in October or a resurfacing of a connection or just a resurfacing of that feeling of a connection with somebody. Maybe associated with the holidays because of the holidays. You could be feeling that in your heart space. And I think as you are feeling more confident, self-sufficient, you're going to be more receptive to the idea of letting love in. Maybe the soulmate, whoever this is for you. And then in your heart space, you're going to be juggling something going back and forth, maybe between. First thing comes to mind is like whether you're ready for a connection or not. But I think you're going to most likely be open to the idea, but it might look a little difficult, but it's still very inviting. All right, and then so or November, after the Halloween season, what will be going on for Sagittarius? Got the King of Cups in your mind space. So you could really be feeling like you've conquered your emotions. Like you are able to handle a lot more. And I think this is going to make whatever this connection is a lot easier to be willing to go into. You could be looking at sacred geometry and realizing how everything is connected. This could also be leading to that feeling of rising above your emotions and just being balanced and secure. And you could be working really hard on something that is going to last long term. And then in your heart space, you have two cards. The Star. See if I could do this. Yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of far from the camera. But yeah, it's the Star and the Tower in your heart space. So I feel like you're going to be balancing these two kind of conflicting ideas. I think you might be letting go of something. Maybe it's just like negative beliefs or this idea you had about something was doomed to fail, and you could be opening up to the idea of hope more. So this is going to be happening simultaneously. So this is this could be part of what is going to take this work or what you are going to be putting work into. It could be associated with these energies. But I think in your mental space, you feel very confident and balanced and strong. And that is what is leading to this combining of these two separate energies or conflicting energies almost. But I think you're going to come out the other end with more hope and where you actually wanted to go. So, Spirit, I just want to pull one more card to ask where these conflicting energies are going to lead. What is this going to lead to for Sagittarius? So, yeah, I would say you're really going to be balancing these ideas and you're going to be able to balance them by letting go of these past wounds and anxieties. And it's going to lead to this Two of Pentacles. And I think this, yeah, this, so this Two of Pentacles on this card that you had in October, he's kind of like looking down at the lower pumpkin, which kind of has like a sinister look almost, but still happy. But if you look at this one, he's looking at the one that he's throwing up. So I feel like you're gonna finally, that one that you thought might be kind of scary or whatever, you're gonna realize you can do it and it's gonna bring joy and you're gonna feel like dancing, just be happy, and it's gonna lead to abundance and security and just lasting love. That's what I'm thinking. So that's really exciting. Awesome. And then I am just going to pull a self-care card for you, just to suggest a self-care practice that you can do over these next few months. Maybe this will be something that will help you be more receptive to this relationship going forward and receptive to your own worthiness. I think when we take care of ourselves physically, mentally, it is a lot easier to feel those feelings of worthiness because we're just healthier. I know I've struggled with like beating myself up if I'm not doing those self-care practices, um, which can just be like a negative spiral, but it can also be a positive spiral if you start to get the ball rolling again and do those self-care practices. I always notice a huge difference from when the ball starts rolling one way versus the other. So it really is all about going with the momentum, and you really want it to work in your favor. That's just my opinion. So movement, yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. I think this came up with Leo as well, but just staying active, keeping movement, maybe Tai Chi or Qigong, um, could be things to practice that could be beneficial, as well as yoga, just stretching in general, meditation, any kind of mindful movement, I think would be really good. And it will help raise your vibration and aura. And then spending time with animals, which is fitting that it came up. Oh, sorry. It's just fitting that it came up since we have Tucker here, who's not quite sleeping, but laying down. But yeah, just spending time with animals. Um, I got to snuggle with them last night watching a movie, Castle in the Sky, a Ghibli movie, so that was cool. Um, yeah, I think uh, animals can be great companions, especially when we aren't putting ourselves out there, we're single or whatever it is, we're just not having that kind of connection with other people. They could be great when we do have those connections with other people. They're just great in general, but think that could just be something that could be helpful for you as well. So, with that, I bid you well, and I will see you next time. Take care.